Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Daily Crypto News. And today we're focusing on Ripple and XRP because it's been a crazy time. There's such a huge amount of news, a huge amount of speculation, a huge amount of developments coming out here and there that it's almost impossible to tell you guys about it all, but I'm going to be trying today. To start it off here, we gotta start with one of the most controversial pieces of today, posted by Ripple themselves. They posted on Twitter, while ODL-related transaction volume may look a little different this month, our focus on supporting low-value, high-frequency payments is stronger than ever. SVP of Product Ashish Birla explains how Ripple is evolving with the shifting global tide. And this looks very scary to quite a lot of people. So one of the persons here asked a question. His name is Fafat Media. He asked, Joe Katz, seems this has caused a bit of anxiety. Are you able to offer any further clarity? And David Schwartz said, it was always our preference to handle smaller payments directly rather than handling large payments that are already divided into smaller payments. Some partners weren't willing to let us handle their retail payments directly until we could prove that the technology worked reliably. Treasury operations were safer because customers weren't waiting for them to complete. There's an obvious advantage to handling larger payments if you think the size of the payment measures its economic importance or relevance, then big payments mean big dollar numbers. And again, that actually put a lot of people, into a calm mode again. But if you're already enjoying these daily crypto news videos, please support the channel and help out with the YouTube algorithm by pressing the like button and subscribing. You're also joining the community then, and it helps me out a ton, puts a smile on my face. Now, Ashish Birla also went to clear it up a little bit because a ton of people were confused with this. He said on Twitter, when we first conceived the idea for ODL, again, which is on-demand liquidity, also known as XRP, we identified low-value, high-volume payments as the sweet spot where customers would see the greatest value in time and money saved using XRP. These often translate to remittance, e-commerce, and small to medium enterprise payments. That's not to say you can't use ODL for other types like treasury and supply chain. However, as the world changes, Ripple is deliberately focusing on the specific use case that will serve what the market needs. So I think that this clearing up from Ashish here, not looking at the whole article here, but just this clearing up from Ashish, this last part here, actually puts almost anybody to rest here, but because of this last quote here. Ripple is deliberately focusing on the specific use case that will serve what the market needs. And now my question of today is, guys, are you still holding XRP? Let me know in the comment section down below, because what he says here really put me to ease by kind of notifying myself or telling myself they're really just doing whatever the market demands, right? What they can get, they're going for, which will ultimately lead to the most amount of success. However, a couple people in the comment section, took to troll or question, but Galgatron came in with another very solid response, in my opinion. So, if we quickly take a look at the tweet here, somebody said, Galgatron, quote, we are reducing emphasis on large treasury payments, which are traditionally used to fund businesses and services in the absence of real-time transfers to support individual, low-value transactions, and this may reduce overall ODL transactional volume. Thoughts? And now, before we check Galgatron's answer, my thought on exactly this part of the question is, well, they're getting away from these kind of safe, not influential payments to helping out as many people as humanly possible by supporting individual low-value transactions. So basically saying, we're not going to go for, these possible billions of dollars with one party. We're going for, let's say, for example, $100 million for 100 million parties. You guys get me right there? So the overall volume might be less, but the amount of people they're helping theoretically could be way more. And again, I'm talking about unique people, individual units, so to speak. Galgatron said, wish they quantified the impact. 2 steps forward, 1 step backwards is still forward. So I would have also liked for them to just explain to us what type of impact this could have. Will it be a 5%, 10%, 80% decrease? We do not know yet, but we will see. And I think a lot of people are eagerly awaiting for a little bit of an answer to that. Now, Cryptomaniac just posted a really kind of interesting chart over on Twitter. And what you're seeing right here is the 5-day XRP, the US dollar on Bitstamp. And you're seeing the volume and the price movement. And what's important to note here is that this period right here is the all-time high period. You can see here in terms of price, this is the most bullish time in crypto history. And what you're noticing is that the volume right now is still above where it has ever been. You know, the last couple of months, the last 2 months here, the volume has been, or last even 4 months almost, has been higher than the whole bull run back in 2017-18. But more importantly, this setup that we're seeing right now, according to Cryptomaniac 101, who's known to have some crazy predictions, right? Don't take with a grain of salt. He's saying again, we're kind of entering a setup which is going to take us to another point beyond infinity, or another point that's even higher than we saw during the all-time high bull run. But again, it's to me quite bullish that we're in such a high volume spot. It's something you gotta check to know about. However, this bull run, it could be another nice addition if it were to occur. I would be pretty damn happy if it did. Now, a lot of people are really extremely bullish on XRP right now. For example, James Rule just posted and said a couple of different screenshots for XRP in. Congress to hold hearing on digital dollar options for stimulus payments. Now, this is good for XRP for a couple of reasons. I actually believe I had it open. I don't know if I have it open still, but one of the things you could consider here is that since they'll be introducing digital dollar options for stimulus payments, this would help the adoption of digital currencies because people are already now introduced to digital dollars and digital money. And second of all, if digital dollar can work, hey, maybe there's an option. Ripple and XRP named as potential payment game changers by the U.S. Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. Again, we covered that in a previous video. It was pretty damn crazy. XRP may be poised to decouple from Bitcoin, says crypto market analysis firm. We're going to get into that in a little second right here. And the number in the tables below are not taking XRP into account, but they are the percentage of accounts with a certain amount of balance. And again, it's hard to be the top 0.01, but it's definitely possible to be in the top 10% of XRP holders. And that's something I actually find kind of interesting. I don't know why he added it here, but it's a pretty big deal, again, to think that you could be the top 10%. With just a couple $1,000, maybe not even $1,000. You gotta check it out. I don't think it's even $1,000 to get into the top 10% of the XRP holders. That's pretty huge if you think about it. But also something I must warn you guys about is a little bit of a scam that's going around. And J&J Crypto, big shout out to you for telling me and notifying me about this. So there's a couple of people out there trying to portray, if that's the right word, my email, and sending you these strange emails by saying, I just want to thank you very much for every supportive comment you post out here, for liking and staying subscribed to my channel. You're awesome. I guess that part is nice. But he's been testing an approach related to crypto investment and the future of digital assets for quite some time. Apparently, this is proven to work perfectly and it could actually become the biggest investment ever, yada, yada, yada. And basically after that, he's going to invite you to a certain website. But just know, I will not send you any emails. It's not me. If I'm sending out an email, I'll tell you all over on Twitter, in a video, and in Discord. You will know, all right? So please, it doesn't come from me. Don't think it does. And maybe the only way to check is just go to my YouTube and check out what email I have over there. Maybe if it's exactly the same, but still then, just watch out that you don't get scammed, because I don't think I will ever make you sign up to one of these websites. So please watch out for it, and whenever you can, just block them or report them to the email provider if that's a possibility. But he's also gone to the support line to quickly ask them a couple of things. And I guess we should also report this address because these guys are scammers, right? Pretty shitty thing to do from them to use my name to scam people. I do not like it, but I don't know what I can do about it. Having said that though, there's a lot of people right now talking about decoupling of XRP. There's a couple of screenshots here as well. The symbol of decoupling with Bitcoin? Well, could be, right? Could definitely be so. These are the riddlers that are posting up these things, and I think he is a riddle decoder or something like that. He's also saying it could be a counter, or that's just my counter opinion, I'm thinking. I know it could be a lot of different things that it would mean. A lot of different people are posting different analysis, different things to talk about, to say or whatever, but it's something to keep into consideration again, that it might be something like decoupling of XRP. And this is actually supported as well by a ton of articles that have been posted in the last 24 hours and I guess the last couple of years even. Here is an article from yesterday or 2 days ago. XRP may be poised to decouple from Bitcoin, says crypto market analysis firm. XRP may decouple from Bitcoin. Again, here another one. XRP may be poised to decouple. And also, it was already years ago that decoupling was a thing people talked about and were hoping about. But now, as we're moving forward in time, we're getting closer and closer to this spot. However, we're still not there quite yet. And there's still a couple of things that are necessary for it to ever get there. And I've explained a couple of those reasons why in my previous video. And let's leave it at that for now. Also, I told you guys it's been a crazy day and a crazy time for you to press the like button. Make sure you do that, guys. It helps me out a ton and puts a smile on my face. And also, I think it really does help with the YouTube algorithm if everybody presses the like button. I think it helps. But yes, crazy things have been happening for Ripple and XRP. Luminous Design just found this. XRP is the most stable asset my ass because they just did a 15% move in about 2 minutes. So yes, XRP over on Bitstamp went from about 20.2 cents all the way down to 17.1 cents in a big dump and pump. Pretty damn crazy, but it happens all the time for crypto. It's just pretty lucky that he noticed it and found it, right? Or at least took the time to look into it, or because he's, just like 2 minutes further away. Like if it were just history, it would not be as coincidental. But here he's like 3 minutes or 2 minutes later after it happened. That's pretty damn coincidental or cool. New Creation Capital also posted on Twitter, the bearable bull, news for the masses. The House Financial Service Committee will be holding a hearing to discuss the use of digital tools to improve the delivery of stimulus payments. XRP is getting closer. Can you smell it? So as I just stated before, if they're actually thinking of making all these stimulus payments online, we're getting a very, very easy entry for a lot of people that might use XRP in the future. A lot of people will now get an easy entry into using XRP because they're already used to buying things online. Also now there's the possibility of paying the stimulus in XRP. Now, I see those chances as ridiculously small, as we gotta be realistic. It's a little bit too volatile, I believe, for the general population to receive it. And also, there would be too much dumping going on, I think, because people would not understand it. And too much just holding, because people wouldn't know how to sell it. and that's a little bit far off the table. But it is getting closer and closer. That is definitely true. All right, we're seeing steps and steps of getting closer to just everything digital. And since XRP is a big part of that, that's pretty damn good to see. Even though if we are looking at the messages earlier from, for example, Ripple, if I still have it open, like the messages portrayed in this series of tweets, we're unlikely to see big payments like this being done. They're more so going to go for individuals and smaller to medium enterprises, but still, it is kind of cool to think about. Bubba Cooks just posted on Twitter, if you aren't confident with XRP, sell it. I really don't care what you think, do with your investments. You aren't my responsibility. And that's something I can admire. To be so honest with your followers and viewers. If you aren't confident with your holdings, don't look at me. Just sell it and get over with it, right? Don't wait for me to tell you, hey, yeah. Just if you don't feel comfortable, just get rid of it as soon as possible. And I'll tell you that with every single digital asset out there. If you aren't feeling it, don't wait for me to tell you to sell it. Just get rid of it, because anything can go wrong at any time. And I don't want you to hold anybody responsible for it except for yourself. So again, make sure you're comfortable with all your holdings. Personally, I'm still holding, and everybody in the community is also saying, just hold it through. Avoid FUD, perseverance, patience, you'll be rewarded. That's the general idea that people have been having. Just wait it out. Take a chill pill and hold through. Now, that's not my personal style. I like to, trade whenever there's a very good opportunity, just because why skip out on free money, right? But holding is not a crazy option. It's actually, again, a pretty solid thing to do if you don't know how to trade. Just hold for it, and most of the time you're fine. If you're a long-term holder, that is, and you're bullish on the future. And to end it off here, Kieran Kelly also says, XRP is due a bull run. It has been too long. It has been so ridiculously long, looking at these charts as well. It's been insanely long since we got it, but maybe it's not too far off, right? Maybe it's not too far off. Even this pattern right here can actually be, put into a bigger perspective, like, for example, all the way like this, all the way like that, potentially. The only problem is that we do not have the lows, and we're kind of like, the range is a little bit different, but the lower highs is definitely still in place. And again, we might be seeing some crazy stuff soon. Maybe not this day, maybe not 2 days, maybe not 2 months, but we're going to be seeing it eventually. And I'm waiting, eagerly waiting, and I'll update you guys every time I learn something new or see something crazy happening, because today has been a crazy day. Now, guys, I want to see from y'all in the comment section, what coin should I update you guys with next? Any coin that you'd like to see, just post it in the comment section down below, and I'll take a look at it. And thank you guys all for watching this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys again in another one. Take care, everybody, and have a very, very nice day.